Ladies and gentlemen, we have another story coming out of Florida. So I have to take my hand, have to fold it like this, and I have to give Florida yet another L. Have to give Florida another L. And how is it that we continue to keep having this much news coming out of one state? Like, I don't understand. But you would think that as the more we start to spread these stories and spread this communication for love and respect for children, that maybe we could start to turn the tide in this war and slow these murders down. But every day I wake up, I'm checking my email, and I'm just getting more and more stories. Like, it don't seem like it's slowing down at all. But the individual that you see on my screen right there, who looks disheveled, she looks disheveled, is a mother from South Florida, and she is accused of killing her toddler and stabbing her husband and stabbing her teenage daughter on Monday night. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to forewarn you guys that I'm going to say some things that are not going to sit well with your sensibility. So if you can't handle that, then I totally understand. But if you guys would, do me a favor and just bear with me, okay? A motive as to why the woman, or actually why they call her a woman, it's a mother. A motive as to why the mother, whose name has not been released. Actually, I do have her name. Let me see if I can get her name on the screen for you. I think I could do that. Let me see. Her name, actually, I got her whole criminal. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. The news better stop playing with me. I've got this woman's entire criminal record right here. Y'all give me a moment. Y'all give me a moment. Let me drop this on the screen for you here. I'm going to make it big so all of you guys can see it. Precious Leslie Bland. I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all haven't never watched the movie Precious, that name just is never associated with very much that's actually good. Okay? Precious Leslie Bland is a, let me see, race, booking date. We have her jail number, her weight, pretty hefty girl at 220 pounds, 5'5", domestic violence, child abuse aggravated with great bodily harm, murder in the second degree, deadly weapon, aggravated battery, 2 counts, murder in the second degree with a weapon. Wow. Her whole record is right there. Everything you need to know is right there. So we put it out there. They said there isn't a motive though, but allegedly attacked her family. Excuse me. They said allegedly attacked her family is not yet known. After she was stabbed, the suspect's 16-year-old daughter escaped the home and went to a neighbor's house to call 911. The Miami-Dade Police Department received multiple 911 calls from both inside the home and from the neighbor's house at about 9 p.m., according to the news. The woman's 38-year-old husband was found injured in their yard of their West Little River home, according to the Miami Herald. And the West Little River is an area northwest of Miami. So if y'all didn't know that, I didn't know that, but there you go. The couple's four other children were in the house at the time, all of them younger than 11 years old. They were able to run out of the house without being injured. They are currently staying with other family members, according to the news. Both the woman's teenage daughter and husband were taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital with injuries described as serious. The mother was taken into custody without incident. She had apparent self-inflicted injuries and was taken to Jackson Trauma Center, according to the news. So she was trying, I don't know how it's like they always want to try to, they actually are successful killing somebody else, but they're never successful trying to kill themselves. It's funny how that works. If they would just reverse process and kill themselves first and then go try to do their other business, maybe the world might be a little bit of a better place. It's unclear what sparked the violence, according to police spokesman Alvaro Zabletta told the news. It's a very sad day. when a 15-month-old baby loses her life to domestic violence, but considering there were 6 children in the house, this could have been much worse. What could have caused, look, I could assume so much stuff. I really could. But to take it out on a 15-month-old baby and your own kids, what was going on with this woman? And this is just a special level of evil when you do that to a baby. And I personally believe that this individual should not be shown any level of grace at all. Let me give you guys the fair usage and let me let you hear the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. We also got to keep our family and friends in New Orleans and Mississippi and other places that were affected by the hurricane. We got to keep them in prayer as well. But here we go. Let you hear these news videos. Let's get it.
Shelter hearing being held today to decide who will care for 4 children of a woman accused of killing her 15-month-old daughter.
She's also charged with stabbing her husband and teenage daughter as they tried to stop her. Local 10's Leanne Morhone is live with what happened in court today. Leanne.
That teenager still hospitalized. We know that because she appeared in this Zoom hearing for just a short few minutes from her hospital bed. The judge deciding who these children will now stay with and what that mother is now prohibited from doing.
Placement with Mr. Bland.
A judge rules the surviving children of a mother accused in a heinous crime can stay with their dad, Evan Bland, who also allowed for the biological father of his wife's oldest daughter to visit whenever he wants.
My door is open for him at any time, any moment of the day he wants to come by.
The court identifies the mother at the center of this case as 38-year-old Precious Bland, seen here on a neighbor's surveillance video holding a young toddler. She's accused of killing her 15-month-old before stabbing her 38-year-old husband.
Do y'all see this little baby? What could that baby have done to her? Why would you do that? I'm pretty sure none of the people did anything to her. But when you look at that little baby, man, that just breaks my heart in a very special way.
And seen here on a neighbor's surveillance video holding a young toddler. She's accused of killing her 15-month-old before stabbing her 38-year-old husband and 16-year-old daughter. Blood could be seen on the sidewalk outside. A heavy-duty cleaning crew was spotted leaving the family home Wednesday morning. The judge said Bland was to have no contact with her kids
Until she appears before this court and the court makes a further determination.
A neighbor tells Local 10 that Bland came to her door Monday, hours before the attack, giving her a bizarre warning about the COVID-19 vaccine.
She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell. She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell.
Bland.
I hate the news. I hate the media. What is wrong with these people? But y'all want to get mad at me talking about why is you picking on these innocent people. No, y'all need to ask the filmographer, why is this man filming this woman's nasty Freddy Krueger looking slavery toes? What? I'm gonna let y'all hear this again.
Warning about the COVID-19 vaccine.
She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell.
Miss Sloan, I want to tell you, I got a message from God. And God said a message, and we was at the church last Sunday, and Pastor Show spoke a good message, and we was down there at church, and And Lord, for Jesus, I seen this woman come in with her kids, and the kids just beautiful little kids. And these little kids, well, like slavery just ended like 30 seconds ago. We are 175 years past slavery. Woo! What? Oh my God! And they, oh my God! And they have a second. They have a second angle of this woman's nasty ass legs. Oh my God! Oh my man!
The judge said Bland was to have.
Whatever happened to just blurring people's faces out? I don't know. Or option B, instead of option A, how about option B? How about you just don't do the interview? How about that, slavery toes? How about that? My goodness. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Mother at the center of this case as 38-year-old Precious Bland, seen here on a neighbor's surveillance video holding a young toddler. She's accused of killing.
So now y'all can see what I'm talking about. You cannot go watch the news normal ever again, because y'all are going to start to notice that more and more of this thing is happening, and they're always filming weird people, that 70s show pants. Oh my Lord. I hate y'all right now. I hate y'all. Somebody said that 70s show pants. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Her 15-month-old before stabbing her 38-year-old husband and 16-year-old daughter. Blood could be seen on the sidewalk outside. A heavy-duty cleaning crew was spotted leaving the family home Wednesday morning. The judge said Bland was to have no contact with her kids
Until she appears before this court and the court makes a further determination.
A neighbor tells Local 10 that Bland came to her door Monday, hours before the attack, giving her a bizarre warning about the COVID-19 vaccine.
She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell. Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell. She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell. She said, Miss Sloan, I got a vision today from God, and he said anybody who take a shot was going to hell.
Bland was arrested and taken to the hospital with what police called self-inflicted injuries. Police show she is not currently in jail as of yet. The judge in the family court case expressing his sympathies about the tragedy.
I'm very sorry for your loss, but we have to do the very best we can to pick up the pieces for the children who are left behind.
The judge also ordered mandatory counseling for all of those remaining children. The next hearing in this case is set for September 9th. The judge said he wants to see Precious Bland attend that hearing.
They said she's not in jail after murder? No, she's in jail. She's been booked because I have her criminal record right here. I'm pretty sure she's in jail. Yeah, she was booked on 9/3/7654, 4 days ago. She's been booked. So I think that might be an older news story. So let's get to our next one.
Meantime, a mother facing a judge accused of killing her young daughter and stabbing other family members. 38-year-old Precious Bland is being held without bond on charges including second-degree murder. The medical examiner determined her daughter died by drowning, and police claim Bland drowned the 15-month-old earlier this month. She then allegedly stabbed her teenage daughter and husband at their Northwest Miami-Dade home. The couple's other children were there at the time but escaped. A neighbor tells us before the attack, Bland was acting strange. She stopped by the home saying bizarre things about the COVID-19 vaccine.
She was saying bizarre things about the vaccine. And she said, if you get the shot, you's gonna go to hell. She forgot her teeth. Guys, we got to stay focused here. And the reason why we laugh at these stories, because I know some people don't understand why we laugh, because in all honesty, these stories are so sad. If we find a comical moment, we should be able to laugh, because these stories are really sad.
Bland is also charged with child abuse and attempted murder. Her 4 other children are in the care of their biological father.
A woman is behind bars after a toddler tragedy. Precious Bland charged with murder, attempted murder, and aggravated child abuse. Bland seen here with her 15-month-old daughter in this video. The toddler was found unresponsive last week. An autopsy revealed she was drowned. The woman is also accused of stabbing her husband and 16-year-old daughter inside their home on Northwest 99th Street and 30th Avenue in Northwest Miami-Dade. They both survived. Police say the couple's 4 other children were also home, but were able to escape.
Meantime, a mother facing a judge accused of killing her young daughter and stabbing other family members. 38-year-old Precious Bland is being held without bond on charges including second-degree murder. The medical examiner determined her daughter died by drowning, and police claim Bland drowned the 15-month-old earlier this month. She then allegedly stabbed her teenage daughter and husband at their Northwest Miami-Dade home. The couple's other children were there at the time but escaped. A neighbor tells us before the attack, Bland was acting strange. She stopped by the home saying bizarre things about the COVID-19 vaccine. Bland is also charged with child abuse and attempted murder. Her 4 other children are in the care of their biological father.
Let me call something out, and I'm going to be a little bit mean, and I've already warned you guys that I'm going to say some things that are not going to sit well with your sensibilities. So if you can't handle that, then I understand you might want to exit my video, because I'm going to give my opinion about some things. So here's my opinion. I look at this woman, and why does this woman look like she's shaped like some melted ice cream? This woman is shaped like if you were out in the forest, like making some s'mores, and you know how you take the marshmallow and you can stick it on the end of the stick and hang it over the fire, and if you leave it on there too long, how it just starts to just fall off of the stick? That's what this woman is shaped like. Why am I talking about this woman's nasty, disgusting shape? And she's damn near pushing 40 years old. Why am I bringing this up? Because you have 2 to 3 different men in this story who have been involved in this woman, I did say that right, have been involved in this woman to the point of creating children. And look, I know looks, and what did they say that, what did they say? Looks are in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Beauty, she is shaped like a mushroom. Y'all better stop. She is, y'all. She is shaped like a mushroom. Anyway, but this woman has a number of different children, apparently. And there is no shortage of men, apparently, that want to get with this woman. And then on top of that, a more important point is if there was so many men that wanted to be with this woman, then why does she feel the need to take this out on the kids? One thing that you guys can take away from the equation, which is why I think that she needs to be charged with first-degree murder under the fullest extent of the law. She should never get out. She should face the ultimate penalty under law. Why? Because this woman had help. She had plenty of help. She had plenty of willing people who were willing to come and help her, as you guys can hear from that interview. Let me see if I can show you guys this on my screen. You have, let me break out my trusty whiteboard real quick, if you guys don't mind. I have to break out my whiteboard real quick. This individual right here, I'm not sure which father of which kid or whatever he's responsible for, but he's willing to help. Then you have this family over here who also were on camera at court, who were willing to help her. She had plenty of help, plenty of family, plenty of people there. So you damn sure can't blame it on nothing like postpartum depression, because that means that she didn't want to get help. No excuse for that. What she did was evil, and probably what she did because she was jealous of the other kids, because they probably weren't shaped like her. She knew that those beautiful little kids that she procreated with these men to create weren't going to look like her. But I think it's so funny, and I had a conversation with somebody about this the other day, how it's a crazy dynamic. It's a crazy dynamic how men generally want their children, and I do got to shout Tommy out, and I know y'all wonder why I shout Tommy out so much, because he was talking about this stuff way before I was talking about it. So I do got to give respect where respect is due. Unlike some people out there who don't want to give that man any respect. All right? But it seems like men are always willing to say, I want my children to be better than me. I want my children to have more than me. I want my children to grow up and become something greater than I ever was. I want them to have the best opportunity, the best chances, and I want them to leave me in the dust when it comes to what they accomplish on this earth in this life. And then hopefully we can pass that to our children. Most of the time, and I gotta say this, I've heard people say, if it was, well, women, let me say women, and I'm not trying to get on the women because the good women out there, they understand. The good women understand that this doesn't include them because it's not all. But too many women say things like, if it was good enough for me, it's good enough for you. I don't want you to have something better than what I have. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I just don't see too many situations, and I know mothers love their children in general. I know they love their children. That woman is shaped like a snow cone. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. She is though, Dre. She is. But it's funny because if you don't like my words about the fact that I say that it seems like too many mothers aren't treating their children in a way where they want them to surpass them and grow up and become something great and not be jealous of them, we would obviously have more evidence of that. And it would also give you something to strive towards. It would give you something to not live to the stereotype. And I've always told people, don't get mad about stereotypes. Stereotypes are not a bad thing, especially if you don't live them out. They become null and void if you just don't live them out. It's almost if they said that all black men are thugs. All black men are killers and steal. It don't mean anything if you don't do those bad things. That's all I'm saying. But it takes a special level of evil. You just can't be this level of dumb and this level of evil to look at that beautiful little baby. Let me see if I can find, I don't have very many pictures of this baby. This is on a Ring camera. That beautiful little baby, and that baby doesn't think anything is wrong. It's just holding on because the baby ain't got no choice but to be there with this woman, with this idiot. And I'm sure this baby had no idea and was probably thinking, well, what did I do? Why did I deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? Whatever this mother and the husband were going through, they should have kept that between them. And I'm going to tell y'all what's even more scary is the fact that this woman overpowered that many people. That is a special level of evil, and there's a special place. There's a special place for this woman in hell and in jail. But I believe this woman only had these children for the benefits that she could collect off of these children. And what do we call that? Hashtag babies for benefits. Her womb is literally like a bank for her. And she wants to get as much of those seeds inside of her so that she can reap benefits off of it. We might have to call that something, a womb and a bank, because y'all know I've been thinking of different words where we can call these individual mothers, these some type of terminology. What do we refer to it if you use your womb as a bank? How about a wank? W-A-N-K. We might have to start using that. I don't know. I don't know what else to call it. She's a wank. Maybe we need to call her a wankster. But I feel sorry for what these fathers and these families had to go through behind them dealing with a crazy woman. She's crazy, and she knows she don't deserve a lighter sentence, talking about they're already trying to set her up for a plea of insanity, and she don't need to get it. If you murder a baby, then you are not suitable to be in our society, period. So I want to again wish those the husband and the little baby R.I.P. Thank y'all so much for listening to the story. If we have any more updates, we'll definitely update you guys with this story. Thank you for listening with an open mind and an open heart. And make sure you guys share these stories, okay? Thank you.